Easter has weird traditions. Colored eggs, plastic grass, a bunny that gives you gifts. Why not haunted houses? If you're on board with this new tradition, Eulogy Collective, the year-round haunted house just up the street from Disneyland, has you covered. And tonight, we're here to review The Hunt, their Easter-themed haunted attraction. But we're not here to count the jump scares. No, we're going to review this as a piece of theater. We love a well-earned scream, but as theater artists who live for spooky storytelling, we're just as interested in structure, design, and performance. Because haunted houses aren't just attractions, they're immersive plays, and they are becoming increasingly sophisticated. Tonight, we're breaking this down the way we would any theatrical production. We're going to be taking a look at script and story architecture, scenic design and environmental storytelling, costume and character work, lighting and sound composition, and of course, performance. We're a stage fright theater company, and we explore the dark, dramatic, and sometimes hilarious world of spooky theater. So find your usher, take your seat, the show is about to begin. Hi everyone, I'm Candy. I'm one of the co-founders of Stage Fright Theater Company. And tonight I'm joined with a few people. I'm here with our sound and music expert and writer, Ryan.
Hello.
Writer, director, and my brother, Aaron.
Hello for me too.
And tonight we have a special guest, collaborator, and performer, Winston. Hey, Winston.
Hello.
So we're just about to go into The Hunt. What are you guys most excited about, or what are you anticipating?
I want to see how they repurposed their sets to see if they're just going to use what they already have and just build the theme around that, or if they've actually changed any of the set dressings to accommodate the theme. That's most of it.
Yeah, so we went to Sweet Love, the Valentine's Hunt, and the story was my favorite part. It was really strong, and now they have another original story, so that's what I'm looking forward to, is the story.
Winston, you have anything?
I'm fresh eyes, so I'm just here to enjoy and see what it's all about.
And for me, I've heard this is much more of an interactive haunt experience than the last one, and the last one was very interactive. So I'm very excited. I'm very hyped for this one.
Yeah, it should be cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, without further ado, the show is about to start.
Let's go.
But before we go in, here's Past Candy to read you the playbill. Let's talk about the artists. Eulogy Collective formed when Santa Ana Haunt partnered with OC Nightmare to create a vampire-themed maze at Anaheim Garden Walk. A few months ago, we got to experience Sweet Love, Eulogy's Valentine's Haunt. What we found was a story-driven haunt with creative decisions that supported the narrative and a high-energy cast who played their roles to perfection. In short, we loved it. Now we're back for the Easter overlay. The hunt begins with a summons from a shadowy group of elites known as the Gilded Society, inviting you and a handful of other guests to join their ranks. The dark secret is soon revealed. You aren't there to be initiated, but sacrificed in a bizarre ritual where you are the hunted. So the question is, will the hunt live up to our expectations and be another great story from Eulogy? Let's find out. Thanks, Past Candy. All right, places everyone. It's showtime.
All right, here we go, guys.
Initiates, come, follow!
All right.
Initiates, all right.
Watch your step!
Watching the step.
Come this way.
This might be a problem for one or...
We're a little under maintenance right now.
Okay.
Right here is good. Everybody here. Since we're under maintenance, this will be our meeting headquarters.
All right.
We will have our meetings right here. We have a few words from our founder, the mother that started the Guild of Society. Here are her words.
Welcome, honored guests. Tonight you'll begin your initiation into the Gilded Society. You have been carefully selected to prove yourself. You should feel honored.
You should feel honored.
I am.
In just a few moments, you'll move through a series of playing fields designed to test your abilities.
There we go.
Those who succeed, well, they'll take their place among us. Those who fail,
Listen to me.
Oh,
Yes, it's working. Don't trust them. This is not an initiation. You are the prey. They lured you here with empty promises.
This is all lies.
Fame,
Don't listen.
well,
There's a 99.
An extraction team heading to your location.
Look,
Stay
Lance.
together. Stay alive.
I got him.
Make it out of this together.
There.
Your
Now, where were we?
begins.
Oh, yes. Welcome to the guild. Go!
We gotta go. Wait. Where's... Are you guys hazing me? Is this hazing?
Initiation.
Okay, I've been in a fraternity before.
Come my dear.
Hi.
You mustn't keep my friends waiting.
No. We're definitely not.
Us specifically? You're not to attach yourself. I mean, I'm wearing it. Oh no! No, I do like my skin.
I'm a tight fit, guys. I'm sorry.
You shouldn't be here.
Jesus.
It's all a lie. The guild is hunting us. It's just a game for them.
Okay. It's the initiation. Come on, man.
Oh no!
All right. Hey. All right. Thanks. Appreciate that. Hey.
Guys, okay?
Yes.
Here's a hurdle.
I'm all right.
Hey, stay tight.
All right. Okay.
Hey, everyone stay tight so you'll pass. Especially in the back, okay? This is your room shooting stage. This is the back area of the sets. Right now we're in the sets and they're not real, but they could be anywhere.
Question: is this going to affect my standing with the guild?
You're not here to help.
I want to
here for you.
But I wanted to
Promise you, okay? They're gonna come to kill you.
I'm the owner of a pool cleaning business. I deserve this.
Here you go, sit down here.
Nope. Okay. All right, we made it to the rave, guys. We made it to the rave.
that part of the initiation. Let's go.
Now.
Oh, God, you're not safe here.
Okay, yeah, we need to go. We understand. Hi.
You want to play a game? I'll give you a head start.
Okay, yeah, thank you. No. Why, God, death. Death. Die!
He's real!
Enter the dragon nonsense.
Oh my God. Okay, why are you going?
There's just so much.
I like this initiation.
Die!
Part of the group.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
Oh no.
All right.
Are we part of the group now?
Yep. Okay.
Oh my goodness, it's everyone in your group.
What was that?
Is this everybody in your group?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
Okay, perfect. Go.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
And we will be part of the guild. Yes, let's go.
Okay.
Yes, ring the bell. We're trying. There's just so much. It's overwhelming.
Wait, where's the bell?
He rang it. Oh. He rang it? I don't know. Oh, what is happening?
Oh, there's the bell.
Oh.
How can I help you?
No, we gotta get out. Up, we're out. We made it.
All right, guys, we just got out of the hunt. Immediate curtain call reactions. What did we think?
It was very fast-paced. I still need to collect myself a bit after that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was intense, right? It was like it was just like you definitely felt hunted, right?
Yeah, definitely fit the name for sure because you were constantly moving. There wasn't a second to even breathe.
No respite.
No, absolutely. That's probably the best way to describe it, is intense. So, obviously a proper review needs time. So why don't we grab a nightcap and talk this out?
All right, so we're here. We've been through the hunt. Actually, we got to go through twice. So, what did we think?
I was like, who starts?
Who starts?
I've never done this before, so I didn't know who started this thing.
Do we want to start with a specific elements? Like, do we want to start with sets or story or?
Yeah, that's fine. Pick one.
Okay. What did you guys think of the story overall?
The story. I'm going to let you guys speak to it. I didn't get a lot of the story because I was at the back, and it was hard to hear some of the actors, especially because like in the moments that had the techno music, which I thought was like good for disorientation, but it made it harder for me to hear the story. What I read from the story on the website and what I gathered from like the prologue, I liked a lot. I thought it was really good, but it was at moments like hard for me to hear what the actors were telling us. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. If you were the second half of the group, you kind of would miss some of that dialogue where you're like, wait, what happened?
I'm gonna be honest that even like Ryan and I were in the front, I was usually right behind him, but I don't know about you, but even sometimes I had trouble hearing people. Mm-hmm. I think if I have a kind of an overall note, is I think for something like this, especially with loud music, and this is something this happens to a lot of haunts, and I get it because it's an extra cost and things, but finding a way to amplify the actors if their dialogue's not going to be recorded, I think is something a lot of haunts just don't do. And I think to their detriment a little, because I think it's, especially when you have a rich backstory, which this haunt definitely has.
They always do, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's the thing with Eulogy is like, this is the second one we've been to. And the thing that I love is that the story is unique every time, and not just unique for themselves, but like unique in a way like I haven't seen another haunt do something like this or a story this detailed, and I love that their commitment to creating haunts that center around a story. And I will say they even with the hard to hear dialogue, most of their decisions were centered around immersing us in the story, 100%. Which is also a commonality from the last one we went to.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. I liked the overall punchiness of it. It was very fast paced, and especially with concepts like the bourgeoisie hunting you down for sport and luring you into to be the game is.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah. Oh, I love the backstory of this. Like, I think it's fantastic. It's kind of taking that, and and they did a similar thing with the Valentine's Haunt, where it's like it's a genre you're kind of familiar with. Like even like this, I know Winston pointed out it's like, oh, kind of like Purge 2. It's got that like, the rich and hunting the poor and that sort of thing, which we've seen before, but not like this. And I think Eulogy does a really good job of making the story, familiar while also not familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, still making it fresh. And again, the other thing, like in comparison to the Valentine's Haunt, which I know you can't do because you didn't go through that one.
No, yeah, I can't speak towards the other
But in
ones.
comparison, I think the vibe of both were very different, and I appreciate that too. Yeah. Like if you're doing a year-round haunt and you're doing refreshes every couple of months, man, like I'm excited to come back and see the next one. What are they doing next? You know what I mean? Because it's like the fact that they're not just like, hey, this kind of haunt or this kind of trick or this kind of gimmick works, we're just going to keep going back to the well. The fact that they're like, let's do something different in tone, different in, you know what I mean? I love that. I appreciate them taking the effort. Because again, like you say, a lot of haunts they don't make the effort to tell a story or to do unique settings or that kind of thing.
And to kind of build on that, I think also if they if I was to say like, oh, maybe they should build upon this, because they're doing the immersion from what you guys said before and now, you could even in that front entrance, maybe the guy who takes your tickets could establish the story even more by even being like, hey, welcome to the, because from what I gathered I didn't read the background like you guys did, but from just being in there, I gathered that we were training for something to be a part of the members, but it was a trick.
Yeah, we were initiates. We were supposed to be a part of their little club, their elite club.
Yeah.
The Gilded Society. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, even there, to build even more into his world the next time they create it, you could even have instead of the person just sitting there and kind of being like, about 5 minutes, they could immerse you by being like, oh, what made you decide to sign up? What kind of training have you had, or whatever the story is. But I think they could build on that too, because it was fun to get in there. And, because it's such a different pace, right? You're in there calm, and all of a sudden you're go.
It was a different pace. And can we talk about sets now? Yeah, because that kind of links into what you were saying about the pace. It was frantic. The pace was and disorienting in a good way, where Sweet Love had this flow to it. This one was, you felt like you were being chased. You felt like you were being hunted. You felt like you were go the whole time. And the fact that we went to the last one and then came to this one, they actually flipped the layout. Yeah. So the last room was first, and that immediately threw me off. Yeah. And I was like, whoa. So even though some of the sets were we were going through, and I was like, oh, this is the catacombs again. Oh, this is I recognized specific set pieces, but because I'm looking at them backwards, and because we're they've changed some of the other settings in it, it was a completely different set. And that was pretty brilliant too, to just kind of take this set that they had and reinvent it to where it feels fresh.
Yeah, agreed. And I think in doing that too, and I don't know, maybe it's something that, maybe they can let us know in the comments, but, even though it was so fast paced, it felt to me longer than the Valentine's haunt, which added, I think, to the oh my God, they're behind me, they're hunting us, they're, I think whatever they did.
I wonder if it was longer.
It might have been. Yeah.
Because with Sweet Love with the Valentines, we had an introduction hallway. Yeah. And I think that was utilized as
part of it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think it was just
longer.
Physically longer. Yeah.
Yeah, but there were a lot less pauses than there were in the previous haunt. We would stop, and they would have there would be a lot more vignettes. This one had maybe 2, I think, times when we were stopped. And
beginning and midpoint.
Yeah.
That's a good point though about the stoppage. The thing I liked story-wise was the factions. I thought that was cool. I don't know. I always think I kind of like when haunts have good guys too. You know what I mean? It's kind of fun to have
someone to root for.
Yeah.
Or even being contrarian like I was. I'm like, no, I want to be a part of the Gilded Society. Why are you ruining this for me?
You would.
But yeah. I mean, that's the thing is maybe you don't agree with the resistance and you and you weirdly feel trapped between these two warring factions, right? There's even still an interesting element to that, I've seen that done at other haunts. There was one time we went to Scary Farm. This was years ago, 10 years ago maybe, and they had an alien one, and there was these Space Marines, and it was it attempted the factions thing, but it just wasn't well executed. No. But I think this was well executed. Yeah. It was everybody's motives were clear. The actors all, the actors were committed to whichever side they were on, and it worked.
Yeah, I like the sets. I obviously have not first time seeing them, so it was all new to me. Yeah. But it was I like it because you go through it and you don't see what I like to call the seams. So you don't walk through it and go, oh, we're transitioning to a different, people at haunts like to use black curtains to distinguish a room from a different room. And I think you don't need that.
There's no portal.
Exactly. This one's nice.
I'm going back in time.
Here we go. And you're like, we're in a different room now.
Yeah.
You didn't have to. They didn't have to do
you're
that,
right.
which is nice.
It was seamless.
You just kind of just go through, and you're like, oh, here we're in a. I think there was one sign I passed that was like, cabin arena 2, and you're like, oh, okay, this is why these sets change so dramatically, because they're training arenas basically that we're trying to get through.
I think to that end, I think to having the ability, and this is something that I think Eulogy has done a good job of so far, of to do all of these year-round haunts where you have like, hey, every couple of months we have a new one, that's exhausting anyways, but the idea of like having to try and rebuild entire sets is like just insane. So I think what they do a good job of, or at least have so far, is sort of making the sets they have, the permanent sets that they have, work in the story, which is also something that I think makes Eulogy stand above a lot of other haunts, because I think, especially when we're talking like holiday overlays, so many of them, it's like, hey, I'm just going to throw holiday decor on, my zombie props and stuff and call it a day, and then have, Krampus pop out or evil Santa. Throw Christmas lights on it. But like Eulogy takes the time, it's like, okay, we don't have time to like completely rebuild our sets, so let's find a way in the story to use them. So to your point with the arena, it's like, okay, well, we're obviously going through this training arena and we're being hunted, and it's like there's different like, like if you go to like, a paintball or something, and there's like, oh, here's the zombie apocalypse, like paintball arena, and here's the, whatever, and so I think I think what's interesting is that they're doing a good job of making the sets that they have established work in the story instead of the other way around, I guess, if that makes, So kudos for that. I think that's really awesome. Well, we've talked about audio a little bit. What about like, I know you have opinions on sound and music.
Plenty.
Do you want to start that conversation?
You guys touched on it. The one big note, the volume issue. That is. I understand that it is, the volume serves multiple purposes. It dampens the noises that are coming in, that are emitting from the haunt, so it's not going to give away spoilers to what's happening in there. I understand, but I'm still trying to wrap my head around, trying to find a comfortable medium of utilizing volume in tandem with spoken dialogue.
I think in this case, the volume of the music and everything was another tool to disorient us.
Yes.
Right, and even the fact that it was like
which
loud techno music, which you did, it was effective. It was effective in that case, and I think it was definitely effective. I think it was just kind of different because we came in like Sweet Love was so dialogue driven, and we were, I think, expecting more of that because we love that. I think if you're someone who just goes in to just get freaked out and just scared, this is going to be your haunt, right? So I think we're disappointed because we love the like. we loved stopping in a room and like, please let me tell you my backstory, and we're like, yes, please tell us more, right? Like that's just who we are, right? But So
I would agree with you there. Whenever you do a haunt if you're going to have like EDM or loud music, loud sound effects, but there's still certain parts where you have to hear people, those parts probably should just be pre-recorded.
That is a touchy subject within the haunt community, and I'm one of those people that I feel like, if done well and not too repetitive, I think the way that they run things, because they run groups as opposed to a conga line, I think it could work. The hard part with that is it does take away from the actors who are there performing, and that, you know, there is something to be said about that.
It gives it an inorganic feel, I think, is probably the complaint.
You know,
there's
I completely understand that, and that's why it kind of depends on the situation. I think the fix for something like this is again, they didn't have much dialogue, which helped.
Yes.
You know, I can't tell you how many haunts we go through where they have like monologues, they're trying to yell at you while you run by, and you're just like, what? And they're in masks, and it's like, what?
And the chainsaws in your face. But the chainsaw's in your face on the other side, and you're just like, well, hey, chainsaw, got it. Hey,
That's not what happened here, and it's certainly no detriment to the design team or the actors or anything.
Not.
I think it's just one of those that, I don't know, maybe you didn't need much dialogue. Maybe because it did feel like we kind of got the gist from the pre-show and then running through, or maybe, and we got it. The second run I think was a little bit better. I mean, you guys were in the back again. Yeah. I think the actors spent more time kind of screaming at the whole group. I
also think to your point, the pre-show did a good job, because while I'm like, well, I didn't catch a lot of the story. You're right though, that the pre-show set up the two factions against each other. So like when you had like the like resistance person stabbing stabbing the person in the bunny mask, I wasn't confused about what was going on. Yeah. So it's not because I saw the pre-show and I was like, oh, the resistance is here and they're like helping us out or whatever. Yeah. So like, to your point, they were letting the pre-show do a lot of the heavy lifting.
Eulogy has done this both times we've gone through, and I really appreciate this, is they kind of have a pre-show. Right. And I think more haunts really should do that, because again, if you get the story set up for you, and so if you do miss dialogue, you're generally going to still understand what's going on. Right. And I really do applaud Eulogy for doing that, and the fact that they've done it the both times we've seen their haunt. I think that's really cool. I think, to your point, Winston, I think it, to just add a layer, having that bleed out into the queue. I mean, this time they had like the TVs with like the logo of the syndicate or whatever, which was really cool. I think you can play around with that a bit more, kind of setting up the story before you even go in. But yeah, I think they do a really good job of setting it up. And I agree with you. I think while personally not a fan of techno music, I think it really set the pace and the franticness of it. Would you agree with that?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It was driving.
It was.
If you were,
Mm-hmm. And weird rich people who like hunting poor people like techno music for some reason. Like that's just those are just facts. I'm not.
That's the quote with Ryan's name below, right.
I'm sorry, them's just the facts.
So it was factually accurate, is what you're saying. Yeah. All right.
Rich syndicates, psychos.
Rich syndicates, psychos.
EDM.
Love EDM,
techno.
When they hunt poor people.
Not just when they hunt poor people, just in general.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I mentioned this before, but if I was to say anything for the people in the back of the group, even if we don't get that small bit of dialogue, from a scare actor aspect, the double tapping is always good. If you get the front, you should also scare the back. And they did it more the second time we did. The first one, not so much. You and I were like...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was the one
Bush guy.
Well, Bush guy got me
he got you both.
We did 2 runs. He got me both times. I knew he was there the second time, and he still got me. That is how good. Bush guy was. But no, there was the one actor who was in the hallway, like knife wielding, bunny mask.
Oh, the rat girl.
Rat girl, and kept on
she had a rabbit mask, so it was a rabbit.
Oh, I just meant rat, because there was rats everywhere. Yeah,
proximity rat.
Yeah. The sewer set.
The sewer set. Yeah.
I just called the rat lady because she was like, "I'm gonna pull off your face."
And I don't know if it was because she was closer to us, but like
Yeah, she stayed with us.
she stayed with us the whole time. She like followed me out of the room and was like, "Come back, I'm gonna kill you."
Creepy.
Yeah, she
I
sure
wanna
was.
wear your
Yeah, dude.
face.
She was the one that was like, do you like your skin? Because I'm going to be wearing it. And it was like, oh, all right.
She stuck with us.
Yeah, she was good. Yeah.
But like that in the Funhouse arena, that girl that was like, "I'll give you a 10-second head start." She told you guys that, and then
Did she? I didn't know.
she did. that one I was like, what? Because I asked her, I was like, what did she say? She's like, we get a 10-second head start. I was like,
Okay.
for what? And then she appears at the end.
Right.
She popped out like two more times.
The first time we went through, I didn't see her pop out at the end, so I was like,
No, I didn't
why are we going? What's happening in this house of mirrors? But then the second time she popped out, and I was like, oh, ha 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 ha.
Yeah, she actually, she must have gone back in because she popped out like in the kind of in the second run. She popped out in the middle, and it was sort of like.
I hope the camera caught it. There was a
I
guy
hope
that
it
went
did, too.
and just zoomed by behind you guys on like
On like a one-wheeled contraption.
I would call it a skateboard, but it was like a unicycle had a baby with a skateboard. It was I really hope the camera
really fast.
bizarre. Like super fast, like way too fast.
All right.
Oh, it had to have gotten him. It had to.
It had to.
Yeah, we just
Sort of saw you guys like faces.
It was so fast. It wasn't like slow. It was just so alarmingly like.
Man,
I expected
sorry,
security to be.
I was trying to listen to you, but I was like,
Look, there he goes.
there he goes. But he was going so fast before.
He was, yeah. That
Now
was
he's
scary.
just like chilling. But yeah.
That's funny. Oh, where were we?
Where were we indeed? You were talking about the girl who kept popping out, yeah.
In the Hall of Mirrors, she actually, and she may have gone back in before you guys got there, but she like popped out mid mirror maze, and then again at the end. And she got me so good at the end because I thought, oh, she's already popped out again, and then it was like, ha, again. It was like, oh, geez, okay, like, hi. So, yeah, she was really good.
Yeah, the actors utilized the spaces very, very well.
Yeah.
There was one actor in the it was like I think the graveyard or the outdoors area with the fence, the sort of gates, the forest area. There's a pillar that one of the actors was hiding behind, and I didn't see any actors in there, so I just and I'm just gonna go on my way, and she just zooms out and hey, you need to get out of here, and even though she was trying to help me, she still scared the crap out of me. So. Yeah.
You're talking about yeah. She popped out. The first time we went through, she didn't pop out for us. Second time she did.
She did, yeah. I think.
There's the skateboard
No,
guy.
I think though, last time we came, we kind of all agreed that kind of the driving force behind the experience was the story and the actors, and I think that remains.
Yeah.
Right. I think the story was strong, and I think the actors. This is a great group of scare actors. Honestly, there's not a single one who phones it in. They all go hard.
Yeah.
And it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell they love what they do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And on that. It was fun. You could tell they loved what they're doing.
Yeah.
So, kudos to them doing it all day and all night here at this place.
Yeah.
On Easter too, so.
Yeah.
We are here on Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
So that's why it's just us and Marty McFly on a hoverboard back there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they brought it. The actors brought it, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to. I won't say what it's called because I don't think it's announced yet. But
Right.
No.
the next one I think will be fun.
Agreed.
And I think, from what we heard, it's going to be interesting to see. Now you guys got me hooked. Now I got to go see him. Now I got to see the next one.
Well, you'll have to come to the next one.
Got to know what happens next.
Yeah.
A big I was going to say he builds like a big universe out of it, right?
Oh, is there a
it's the
multiverse?
The Eulogy multiverse.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh man, what?
It's just universe, but it's universe.
Hey, stop it! You're giving them all of our ideas. We have to charge them for that.
I'm a hippie, man. Ideas are free for everyone.
This is some insight into my life. So just, yeah. So. Okay, does anybody have anything they want to add at the end here
Other than good job to everyone at Eulogy. This was another home run.
Yeah.
Keep it up. Do some more.
I don't think we. There is something else I want to bring up that I don't think we touched on very much, and that is, we all said it was like our favorite part coming out was the mirror.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, we barely scratched the surface, no pun intended. But it was like, I thought it was probably the best, if one of the best, if not the best mirror maze I've been in a haunt. And we were talking to the the designer, and they were talking about how the mirrors come in like 4-foot panels, and they sliced them in half, so it was 2 foot. So there were way more twists and turns. Yeah. Because that was the thing, is like, a lot of times you get in a mirror maze, and I don't know, I can be like, oh, the turn's there, the turn's there. This one, it was like,
yeah, I was still bumping into things, and I was trying to hold on.
You were having a rough time with it.
Yeah, I felt you holding on to my shoulder for a bit.
Mirrors get me, man. I'm just like, well, where am I? Follow candy. I'm trying. It's a mirror. I don't. What are you? Which candy? There's 5 of them right now. Fair. All those angles. Yeah.
I was in front, so I'm like, where do I not see myself? There.
That's a good way to do it. For the record, I'm glad you were up front.
Glad to be up front.
Yeah.
I think Mirror Maze, I think what was interesting is kind of the one set piece where we felt in the Valentine's one that was like, oh, that's an interesting choice, was the circus. Yeah. I think now it's probably my favorite room. Yeah. Like, it was just like, just that, funny how that happened. Yeah, just that addition of that Mirror Maze. I think too is it added something. Again, we talked about the driving force is you felt very much like it was just very intense. It felt like you were being hunted, and then like mirror mazes almost feel like, oh no, this is going to slow me down. Like, it just added that level of like.
And that's the other thing with the 2 mazes we've gone through with Eulogy is the creative decisions that they make support the narrative, support the theme, and that's just home run, man. I mean, that's what haunts should do.
Yeah, I also thought it was smart of him not to have that actress that told us the 10-second head start in there with us, because then it would have. What I said.
Ryan could have followed her.
It kind of dulls the scare at the end of the maze when she pops out, because if she follows you, you kind of get desensitized to it, and you're just kind of like, all right, lady, we get it. You're right here. But he was smart to not have.
It built the anticipation,
right?
Which is another thing we often see haunts struggle with. Yeah. That really can heighten the scares. Is you build that anticipation for the scare.
Yes, right? There is such a thing as too much in haunts. Yeah. When it comes to having the actors really like on people in there, because you're just like, eventually they become desensitized, and then the whole rest of the maze is like, well, I'm already used to it.
Just real quick, sorry. The scariest thing in a maze is not when I have someone constantly in my face through the whole thing. The scariest thing in a maze is when I'm going through a hallway and I know it's coming, but I don't know from where. Right? And to your point, the mirror maze did that, which is probably why all of us came out of that, this haunt, and we're like, that was awesome.
Yeah.
The other thing I just thought about, and I feel I need to give them credit for, most of the time haunts, you need almost like a roller coaster effect, where it's like, it goes really fast, and then you have kind of the hill up to kind of like decompress before the next like jump scare or the next, which they did a good job in the last one with like having the scenes and stuff. So it's like you're running, and then you have a scene to kind of get your bearings, and then you're like hyped again, whereas oftentimes if you're always at, if it's always at like 100 the whole time, you're sort of by the end of it like, okay, I get it, but this, even though it was full throttle the whole time, I didn't ever feel like that I was like, okay, we get it, we're being chased. Like, it felt like, oh my God, we're being chased, move. Like, it just somehow, and I think it was kudos to the design of the lighting and the music and the actors, of course. I think it just all worked. Like, it, and I'm like, is this like the first time that I didn't hate a chainsaw? Like,
yes.
Is this the first time? Like,
yes.
I don't think it's the first time.
No, you're right. It's not the first time.
You're right. Yeah, I was pretty amazed by them when they first came out, like, 20, 30 years.
They're at least like story and thematically appropriate when you do a Texas Chainsaw Massacre maze.
Fair.
Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, when we've seen them in some pretty odd places, it's like under the sea.
I've
and
worked
there's a
in those
merman
odd
with
places. Yeah.
Have you worked with those? Yeah.
One year I was working at Universal Studios and I was playing. We were all giant bug characters, but they still Universal
still made you use chainsaws.
Having the chainsaw brigade, which I get it, it's their tradition, but it's like it's odd seeing a bunch of bugs with chainsaws going. Would that be what they have?
Was that the Terror Tram, or was that?
It was both. So Scare Zone 1 and Terror Tram have chainsaw brigades.
Right.
Yeah.
But were you in the Terror Tram?
I was Scare Zone 1. I'm old, the intro people. But I wasn't chainsaw, I was just
you were just
a regular bug, yeah. I think mine was the big one with the big old, I had a sledgehammer and I had like maggots coming out of my mouth, but they were also real. So then sometimes they would fall in and I'd get dried painted maggots in my mouth. I'm like,
this is the glamorous side of the industry, guys. Yeah,
you're gonna eat a bug.
Wow. Okay. Well, so I guess probably not the first time, I think it was
it was well used.
It was well used, and again, usually it's sort of like when a chainsaw pops up, I'm usually like, okay, like it's not really in the story. And it somehow worked because, again, we're being hunted by these crazy people. So it's like they're just using whatever they have or found. Or
it's also like clearly like we've been lured there to be the bait for their like weird rich people killing fantasies. Yeah. And one of those weirdo rich people probably has I'm going to kill someone with a chainsaw fantasy. Right? Yeah. So, I mean, even then it was like a smart enough decision where like, I can deduce the backstory based on what's in front of my face, like
there, yeah. So, all right. Well, hey guys, unless somebody else has something, I think we should probably wrap this up because I think the mall is closing potentially.
It's hard to tell. Yeah. It's been dead for like the last hour.
It just kind of looks the same at all times.
Oh, it'll be like empty, and then we'll see like 20 families walk by, and then empty again.
Yeah.
So.
And then dude on weird hoverboard thing.
Yeah. People from the future start driving by.
But the thing about the Anaheim Garden Walk is Eulogy Collective is here, and I hope they're here for a long time because I dig what they're laying down, and I can't wait for the next one.
Yep.
Yeah, always support live theater, right?
Always support live theater. Always support live entertainment.
And as we have pointed out many, many times and will again, to us, haunt is theater. So,
haunt is theater.
So support theater in whatever form. And just like that, the curtain falls on the hunt. Special thank you to Eulogy Collective for having us out and for a great show. And kudos to the cast and crew on this amazing production. If you enjoyed this review, consider giving it a thumbs up. It lets the algorithm know that haunts deserve to be in a serious discussion about theater. We're Stage Fright Theater Company, and we believe that haunts are theater and that scare acting is acting. If that resonates with you, please subscribe. We review haunts as art, produce macabre stage work, and explore the craft behind the scream. Now, go check out our review of Eulogy Collective's Valentine's haunt, Sweet Love. Take care of yourselves, and remember, the haunt must go on.